Hi, my name is Frank Rositas. This is my week 2 video submission, assignment 1 for FTE 217. My instructor, Brandon Evans. Quickly, my area is free and clear of ammunition and firearms. My work area is safe to work in. Real quick, show you the exploded view of my firearm. Scan real quick so you can see that everything is pulled apart, including the bolt, the gas rings, everything, just as requested. Okay. And my 6 topics will be the bolt catch, ejection port cover hinge pin snap ring, take down detent ring or detent pin front and rear, gas tube, and a pivot pin. I'm also going to do a part which is called the Hellfighter California mod from Juggernaut Tactical. This enables me to be able to use a regular stock instead of having to use either the shark fin style or this large crazy contraption. All right, so we're going to continue on. Let's see here. Cycle of operation, we're looking at firing, the unlocking, the extracting, the ejecting, cocking, feeding, chambering, and the locking are all parts of the cycle of operation. The numbers that I picked were 11 bolt catch, 36 ejection port cover hinge pin snap ring, 92 take down detent pin the front and the rear, 82 rear sight base spring, and 60 gas tube, and 75 pivot pin. What part of all these 6 play a part in the actual cycle of operation? Really none of them. The only one that really kind of has a hand in the cycle of operation would be the gas tube. This gas tube, once the projectile is fired and the gases push the projectile through the barrel, it reaches the hole where it meets for the gas to escape through here and come through the gas tube, hitting the gas key, pushing the gas key. So this actually helps with the unlocking, the ejecting, and then in a way the cocking end, as well as the chambering of the next round. So that's the gas tube. The bolt catch right here. The bolt catch basically is exactly what it sounds like. It catches the bolt. Usually when you fire your last round, it'll catch the bolt, hold it in place, or if you pull the charging handle back, it'll catch the bolt and hold it in place. Now once you depress the gas or the bolt catch, it releases the bolt and the bolt fly forward. Again, not part of the cycle operation, but this is what the bolt catch is and what it does. The ejection port cover hinge pin snap ring. Now on this firearm, the AR-10 or the LR-308, it does not use a snap ring. So on the AR-15, once you put this inside, this is for the cover to attach to, there's usually a little snap ring here. It's just looks like a C. It's like a little C clamp. You push it on there. There's like a little dent inside the metal, and it holds the rod in place. On this firearm, however, when you push, connect the barrel, put the barrel nut on, it'll hold it in place. So again, not part of the cycle of operation, but that little C clamp would be on the AR-15. What it does is basically holds the cover rod in place. See here, takedown detent pin, front and rear. These pins right here are the detent pins, the takedown pins. Now what they do is exactly what it sounds like. Take down the rifle, so it'll hold it in place. It'll hold it in place with the bottom receiver, and it'll go right there in these holes, and they'll meet up. It'll lock these together. Take these apart. You pull the detent pin out. Excuse me. Pull the detent pin out. Comes up. Pull the charging hammer, and the bolt out. Clean it. Do the maintenance, whatever you need to do, or you take them all apart, and that's how those come apart. These right here pretty much are held in by what is our pivot pins. Oh, these are the pivot pins. I'm sorry. These are the pivot pins. So this is the pivot pin. These are the front. The next one is the takedown detent pin, front and rear. These pins, smaller pins, hold these detent pins in place. So once you, for example, once you place it in, the detent pin will go in here. Use a tool, push the detent back, and that's what will keep the detent pin from coming out. It'll lock onto this little groove here. It'll be inside that groove, and it will not allow it to pop out completely unless you use a tool, punch it through, and then take out the detent pin. But that's what that is for. Does not play a part in the cycle of operation. It is there just to keep the lower and upper detent pins in place, and the detent pins, or the pivot pins themselves, keep the upper and the lower receivers together. Gas tube rear side base spring, rear side base spring. We don't have that actually, but what that is, it doesn't play a part in the cycle operation. On the, and I don't have anything to show you, but the rear sight, as a matter of fact, on the old rear sight, there's a spring in here which keeps the detent in place, pushes it down and keeps it in place, and that's why when you turn, you feel a little clicking. That's what that is. This, by turning it, raises the elevation. Does not play a part in the cycle of operation. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I did tell you that I was going to share with you the California compliant kit. This pin takes the place of the rear detent pin, pivot pin, and with a bunch of little tiny springs, which I have on a Allen wrench here, with these springs and this tool that actually goes in place near the ejection, the bolt catch, I mean. They work together, and they go to the rear. And so basically, when this is on here and it's got the spring, all I do is push it, cracks it, allows me to pull out my mag insert a new mag, bring it together, and I'm ready to go again. So just to show that my weapon is cleared, the magazine is out, I do have some dummy rounds inside. Bolt is open, nothing inside. Visually, physically checking, there is nothing inside. This firearm is safe. So we're going to go through the cycle operation, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm looking for in each step. Okay, so we'll start off by inserting the magazine, and because I'm in California, I have to make sure that what you're going to see here is going to be a part of the step that will be done later, but you can see how the bolt is catching the next round, and it's feeding it inside, which are going to be the step 6 really of this right here. So it's feeding, and it's going to chamber the next round. What happens is when it chambers the next round, the bolt twists and locks into place with the locking lugs. So then you're able to fire. Once you fire, what will happen is internally the bolt and the bolt lock, the lugs, the bolt will turn and it will unlock, and then the bolt, the extractor will grab it, causing it to eject, and then we're going to be going back, and then of course the cocking is internally. When the bolt goes back, it pushes the hammer back. The hammer's pushed back, it's held in place by the sear, and then the bolt will travel again forward, grabbing the next round and locking and chambering, or chambering and then locking again. And then we will repeat the firing process, the unlocking, the extracting, the ejecting, and then again the cocking and feeding of the next round and everything. So with this Hellfire kit that we have here, in order to take the mag out, I have to, because this is going to be a weapon in California, it's going to be feature, not featureless. Featureless means you get the fin, or you get that weird looking handle. I'd never choose to have that. I like pistol grip, because when I go back to Texas, I'm converting everything back. So, bolt is locked to the rear after our last dummy round was ejected. So in order for this to work, I need to release the bolt. Then I push the button right here, which will separate the upper and lower receiver. Then I'm able to use the mag button, or like I said, the bullet button from California, to eject the magazine. So after that, then in order to do this again, then I can go ahead and snap it back, closes, and then I have to manually load the next round again. I know this is pretty long, but I'm in California. I wanted to make sure that you got to see exactly what happens with our firearms here. In case you're unfamiliar, it's just too many regulations. But anyways, thank you, and see you next week.